In this video, I will be trying out bentonite clay for the first time. Now, as you can see, these are bentonite granules. It's not the classic Aztec bentonite clay. And that is because this is the only option I could find at the time, and it was the cheapest option. So I'm just grinding it down till it makes a little powder. Now I'm taking my unfiltered apple cider vinegar and I'm pouring it in. And as you can see, it didn't grind that much, but it's basically the same thing. Now you want to make sure you use a plastic bowl and plastic whatever to mix everything up, because the bentonite clay reacts with metal. It kind of deactivates, something to do with a magnetic pull or something. Just do not use metal. So this is what I'm using to mix it, and as you can see, it's forming a nice thick paste. I'm not using measurements because you literally just need to eyeball it until it becomes the consistency of like a slightly lighter deep conditioner, just so that it can penetrate your hair really well. If you don't know me, my name is Angelica. I post videos twice a week all about growing healthy natural hair, so if that seems interesting, consider subscribing. The subscription button is down there, as well as the bell. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications every single time I post. So as you can see, this is a pretty good consistency so far. So what I decided to do was to let it sit for like 5 to 7 minutes, just to make sure that all those granules are completely soft and I can just mix them up. And this was after a couple minutes, and you can see it kind of looks like cement. And I also didn't want to invest in the Aztec clay because I had never used it before and I had no idea what was going to happen, and this stuff is not cheap. So this is why I just decided to use this one. The way I used it is according to all my research. What you want to do is make sure that your hair is completely saturated with water. If you have low porosity hair, this might take you up to 5 minutes to wet each section. I know it's a slight waste of water, but hey, I didn't choose to have this texture of hair that takes forever to get wet, so the water is just gonna have to deal with it, okay? So use warm water as well, not hot. You don't want to burn your hair. And when it is fully saturated, now you want to work with your hair in sections, and that is it in the shower. I was actually very worried that somehow I was going to miss a little granule or so, and it was going to get stuck in my hair and I wasn't going to be able to wash it out. But luckily that did not happen. It literally just formed a perfect soft paste. So I'm starting from like the lower portion of my hair and then I'm working my way up. Now this really shocked me because I've never tried this in my hair. I had no idea what it was going to feel like. It feels very weird. I can't describe it. It doesn't feel like a conditioner or anything like that. It just has a very weird, not necessarily rough texture, but it just feels weird, like almost like how you'd expect soft cement to feel. So I'm just working it through my hair. You don't want to use a comb. I guess you could use a wide tooth comb if you want, but I would suggest you just like finger detangle to kind of rake the product in and help it absorb into your hair a little bit better. Now here's the thing you need to note. When you do this, it is a deep cleaning, like cleansing your hair from the inside out. So you want to do this before you shampoo. And when I say before, I actually mean do not shampoo. This is your shampoo. So if you did like a pre-poo or something, I would suggest maybe you don't do a hot oil treatment since you won't be using a shampoo. Just do whatever you do during the week. If you know you're going to use this clay, try not to douse your hair in oils. And then you can douse your hair in this clay basically as much as you want until every single strand is covered in clay, and this will be your shampoo. And basically you're just replacing your shampoo stage with the clay stage. You're really not adding or removing anything to your routine. It's not an additional step or reducing the step. You're just replacing the step. So everything else after this continues to your regular wash day. So yes, this is me working the product into my hair section by section, starting with the front. So as you can see, every other section is dry, and the reason why is because I know I use a lot of water to wet my hair. So I knew even if I wet all my hair, when it goes back to time to add the clay to the section again, I knew I would have to wet my hair again. So I just decided to wet my hair in sections and then apply the clay in sections. So I'm starting with this section, and the reason why I'm starting with the front instead of the back the way I usually start is because it's very easy for the water to kind of run down on the back, and if I put clay, I don't want to wash it off. But as you can see, I was already very surprised. My hair is already like clumping together and defining. And if you're not new to this channel, then you know that I have type 4 hair and it is naturally very frizzy, very difficult to define. I definitely barely get any definition during my hair washing stage. Like I just wash my hair and then it just looks like I could have curly hair. But until I put my curl defining products and gels and everything like that, you really can't see much definition. It just looks very frizzy. So this was something that was very, very enticing to me. I was very excited by that, but I was scared this entire time. Maybe I don't look it, maybe I look pretty calm, but as I was applying it, I was just thinking, what the heck is gonna happen when I wash this out of my hair? Is my hair going to be like stringy and dry but just looks defined, or is it gonna be like little pieces of clay stuck in my hair because I didn't have the powder? The whole time I had all these questions running through my hair, but I was like, I'm committing to this. I'm just going to do it. I'm running all this product through my hair. And I was making sure that I have exactly enough in the container because I think I underestimated how much hair I have. But don't worry, I actually will manage to put exactly every bit of that bentonite clay into my hair. Now, bentonite clay is good for your hair because it basically attaches, it's like it has a magnetic pull and it attaches all the dirt and the grime in your hair to the clay, and that sucks out all of the debris, any buildup, any oils that are on your hair shaft and actually deep inside your hair. This is why it's actually really good. And because it is so good, it's something that you need to be wary of because a lot of us have the tendency to be like, oh my God, this works so well. Can I use it every day? Can I use it every wash day, every week? No. This is a very intense treatment, and no matter what results you have at the end, if you decide to keep using it, you should only use it like once a month because it's really not necessary. So as you saw there, I completely finished everything. My hair was nicely clumped together, super defined, and now it was time for the moment of truth. When I was washing my hair, I'm like, oh no, I'm expecting dryness but defined. And I was like, excuse me, what's going on? My hair actually feels moisturized. I am still in shock right now because, like, if you can see from the way my hair was before, like, it's even laying down way flatter than before. It is just like so moisturized. Like, I do not even know how to explain this, and I do not know how this even happens because I'm pretty sure I've heard someone say their hair feels moisturized after using bentonite clay before, and my thought was you probably don't have hair that's as dry as mine, but I am shook. Like, you can see it right now, it looks so soft and moisturized. This is the part that actually had me impressed compared to the entire wash day. Like, this is one of my favorite parts. You'll see the definition when I show it, but this was just like, it blew my mind how soft and shiny my hair looked. Like, it looked so healthy. It almost looked darker while it was wet because of how clean it is. It feels squeaky clean, but it doesn't feel like that annoying feeling like your hair is crusty and dry. It just feels clean and moisturized, and you can literally feel the clumps of the curls like starting to form right from the roots. So I was extremely impressed with this. There were no little clumps, no little, if you were worried at the beginning and thinking, girl, why are you using granules? Those are going to get stuck in your hair. Not a single one. My hair has literally no granules in it at all. There was no bentonite clay stuck in my hair, but also you need to know how to wash your hair. Make sure you wash it properly. You don't need to go in with a shampoo or anything. Like I said, you just want to wash it in a downward motion. If you've watched my hair washing hacks to grow your hair, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, you might want to watch that video because I drop a lot of gems about how to wash your hair. So as you can see, I'm just squeezing all the product out of my hair, washing it in a downward motion and making sure that every single bit of clay is completely out of my hair. That's all I wanted. I needed it to be completely out of my hair because once it's done the job, it has done the job. There's nothing else it can do for you. Leaving it in your hair, leaving little bits is not going to add like a little extra bit of definition or an extra bit of cleanness. I don't know. So now I'm using my Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask, and I just ran through that quickly to show you, like, that's how I put it in my hair in little twists. Then I went ahead and did the same thing to my entire head, and then it was very cold and I was very tired. So after I went under heat for 30 minutes, instead of washing it out and continuing with my wash day, I just took the plastic cap off and let my hair dry and went to sleep. and then you'll see what I look like the next day. The next day, I just woke up, washed my hair, and went straight into the moisturizing stage. So I was using that Amika Velveteen Dream to be like my moisturizer, and then that Gold Eco Styler Gel. And then in this Infinity Spray bottle, I just spray some warm water on my hair to make sure that it is very wet and saturated. Now, here's the thing. I don't know whether it's the Velveteen Dream that my hair didn't like as much, or if it's the gel, because that's a new gel. I've never used it before. I always use the argan oil one. I don't know if it's because I left the deep conditioner in my hair overnight. This is the first time I have done a wash and go since I did my silk press, so I don't know if it was partly that. It doesn't really make sense because when I was in the shower, my hair was like super defined. And right now, my hair is defined and the roots, like my hair has more shrinkage than ever, which is a good thing because it means that your curls are strong. They are bouncing back. Your hair is very healthy. But as you'll see when I come closer to the screen, the hair, it was just not giving what I was expecting it to give. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. It's like defined at the ends, but still kind of frizzy. And this is why I don't like wash and goes because it never comes out exactly how I want. Braid outs are for me. They always come out exactly how I want. So you can see on this other side, my hair looks pretty good. It's pretty defined. It looks way better. And at the end, you see that my hair looks like, for me, for my frizzy hair, this is a pretty good wash and go for me. But it wasn't amazing. It wasn't what I was expecting since because of the definition I got in the shower. Now, if you, the reason why I decided to put this clip and show you all the way up to the end is because I wanted you to know that my hair doesn't always come out perfect as well. Just because my hair looks nice most of the time, I wanted to show you that I can get a fail too, okay? So if you try this out and your curls don't clump and it doesn't work the way it's supposed to all the time, just know that, even I have mishaps sometimes, and my hair is not always perfect, but I definitely for sure will incorporate this into my routine. And when it's hot, when I have the time to do a whole day for my washing day, I'll try this again. So maybe like in a month, let me know if you want to see that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.